Senior year, I needed to join the dance team because the more extracurricular activities you do, the higher your chances are of getting into a top-tier college.
Woodbright High. Oh, isn't that the school with the dance team? I keep it lit. Squirrelfriend, are you for real?
You guys had such a cute friendship in the movie. Like, I thought that both of you had different, like, your characters had different personalities and stuff. Can you talk about that a little bit?
It's all acting. We're very different.
They look different. No, I mean, really though. I mean, on screen, our characters could not be more polar opposite. And I always think it's really funny how you really do find those people in life that are so different from you, but for some reason you need what the other gives you. And obviously we even say it in our movie that like I'm kind of the one that does the research and organization, and she's kind of the one that lives a little bit more with a free spirit and takes risks and pushes me. So yeah, I mean they are a cute pair of friends, that's for sure. They also look good, so they're cute too.
I like it. I think that's why the name Yas Quinn works together so well, because like Yas Queen, they hype each other up, and that's what me and Sabrina do in real life. I like to say that my favorite part of this movie is not only the friendship, but also the credits where you see Sabrina's name 1,000 times because she's EP, a Miss Singer-Songwriter, a Miss Lead Actress, and is just an amazing friend that I won.
Yeah, that's not one of the credits, the amazing friend, but it's the most important one for me.
No. But it's a good time, yeah.
Yeah, how was that for you, Sabrina? Like, because I was just listening to the song and it's like in my head forever now.
Yeah. Let me move you, and she moved you, didn't she?
I know, she's gonna move me. So how fun is that? I mean, to have that pair that you get to sing and you get to dance and do it all, act.
I give so much credit to Netflix for giving me the ability, and obviously our incredible producers and team of people that gave me any sort of power in any place at all. I mean, it was a beautiful thing to be a part of, and I think that's why I just felt so inspired to be a part of it as much as I possibly could. And the song came about so naturally because it literally was like I was watching the end credits of the film over and over again, and I was like, I just need something that makes me feel good. Like, cause I love watching these people all dancing and doing their thing. And the end credits are one of my favorite parts of the movie because you just really see us all being ourselves and having fun on set and off set. And yeah, so writing the song was great, and getting to be a part of something in that many different aspects was the first time I've ever gotten to do that. So, I mean, I thank Liza because she's really my hype girl over here.
You know, I think Sabrina, because she's such a good actress and such.
No.
No, but she did. She really like came onto set and like highlighted everybody, like made everybody.
You said you were the sunshine of our set. Like,
that's not why I'm wearing yellow. What?
No, what? That's not why I did it.
But it was cool. We had so many different people from different backgrounds, like as characters in the movie, but also, you know, bringing in these kids from Toronto, which is like a dance capital, and all of them being so incredibly talented and bringing that talent to the screen and being in acting for the very first time too. And it felt like a home outside of a home that was so far away from my actual home. So we love and adore that city and adore
Toronto.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be in Toronto right now.
Come on.
And then I was like, I thought there were some really cute themes, good themes for teenagers, like not giving up or like trying new things no matter what. Can you guys talk about that?
Yeah, I mean, you can pull away so many different themes from this film, and I think the reason why I love that all the characters are so different and diverse is because, like, I do think there kind of is someone for everybody, and I think as far as Quinn's character goes, like, it's definitely this really hardworking young woman who doesn't really take no for an answer, and I think it's not rare to see that nowadays, but I definitely think it's something that should that is really cool that we're kind of capitalizing on it so much in the movie, because it shows you that like things might not always go your way, even if you're working really, really, really hard. But sometimes you end up getting a better product, or you end up kind of heading down a path that was really meant for you all along, and you just didn't know until you allowed yourself to let loose and experiment.
Right. I think it goes hand in hand to the time that we're all living through together, but separately right now, where this entire group is coming together and realizing that they can redefine themselves, or, you know, hold themselves to a different expectation than the world might hold of them, and carrying themselves differently and being unafraid to reinvent who they are and tap into the potential that they didn't even know was there themselves until someone saw it in them and believed in them, and just encouraging people to come together and celebrate each other. what we should always be doing with each other. So I'm glad that, you know, a younger generation gets to see this dance flick, which I was raised on dance flicks. So to be in one is a dream. But I'm glad there's such good moral messaging, but then there's also such good like music video level production to all of our dance montages and pieces. And then there's really fun relationships that I think people are going to find and see themselves in when they're
Especially
watching.
the Quinn and Jazz relationship. Like, I don't know, I'm biased, but it's very
Chemistry is undeniable kind of thing, or something like that. Yeah.
I love it. It was so cute. It was really fun, and I really enjoyed it. So thanks you guys so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
The year's been crazy, but it's kind of been awesome for you because you got engaged. How has this process been during this time?
Yeah, well, we got engaged last May, and of course, you know, had a date planned and had the whole, you know, whole wedding planned in Hawaii, and we're looking forward to that. And you know, my life is pretty calendared out, so I, you know exactly where I am for this amount of time, and then what I'm, you know, my transitional period from this time to that time, blah 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 blah. And of course, there's a date, July, that, you know, we were both very excited about, and then we got the COVID curveball, much like literally every other living, breathing person on this planet. And I think that, you know, at the end of the day, we both recognize how fortunate, how blessed we are to have our health, have each other, have a home in LA that, you know, we're very happy and comfortable in, that I have all of the work that I could ever want during this time, which I feel very, very fortunate to have. The gaming industry has kept me very busy. I'm producing some films and some TV series right now. That's kept me super busy. Obviously doing press and content for Work It, knowing that Work It's coming out early August, like that's kept me very busy. So I've been very fortunate in so many ways where, we both have, and that we just haven't really had to worry about it. And we know that, you know, November's going to be here before we know it. And hopefully we get to do it the way that we planned.
Yeah, I like that positive attitude. And you have this movie coming out, and I'm sure it's going to do gangbusters on Netflix. I mean, it was super cute,
Hopefully.
really fun.
Thank you.
Yeah. So how was it, you know, how does, like, do you love just dancing? Are you excited that you get to do that opportunity while acting too? Is that something you really love?
You know, it's something that it's just kind of always been for my career. I mean, I started doing all of it 16 years ago, all on the same day. And, you know, acting, singing, dancing, it all just kind of makes sense. It makes sense together, which is part of the reason why I love theater so much. It's part of the reason why I love doing musicals and Broadway, et cetera, is just how well all of these things fit together. There's a quote that I love that says, the body says what words don't. And I think that dance is a really beautiful language that is universal, that everybody in the world speaks. And even if you're not a dancer yourself, you know, you can watch it and appreciate it for all that it is. But I think that my love for Work It is that it's not really about dance. It's about people. Dance is the vehicle that takes you along the ride with where the story is concerned. And that's awesome. But it really is about growth and coming of age and evolution and tasks and curveballs being thrown at you and goals and how those goals can change and how great that is. And that's really why I love it so much.
Yeah, I thought that your character was a nice character because he seemed to have compassion or something. You know, he was willing to help him no matter it didn't really get him, you know, give him too much of a benefit for helping them.
Jake missed dance, you know, he missed dancing, he missed leading and creating. And, you know, he was kind of living at the top of, on the top of the world in the dance world, you know, super renowned and respected choreographer and dancer. And all of that kind of disappeared for him, at least to him it did, when he blew his knee out. And, you know, like all humans, you know, we find ourselves in a ditch of self-pity and you know, it takes different things for us to kind of get out of that. And for Jake, he just needed people in his life to remind him why he loved it and why he's meant to do it. And watching that unfold, you know, before your very eyes over the course of the film is a great reminder. You know, I think especially right now, and how again life throws you curveballs. The COVID curveball is a big one, and everything kind of shut down, and we've all been in quarantine and like locked down or whatever. But I think that it's very easy for all of us to remember, those of us that are fortunate enough to have health and breath in our lungs and work. Some of us are really fortunate to be able to work still. I think that we forget those things. You know, it could be much harder for a lot of us than we than we think of, and think about. So I think that Jake's story here is also really a great reminder of kind of where we are right now and how it's all okay.
Yeah, I love that perspective. It's so positive. I agree totally. And I thought it was super fun. And so I really enjoyed it.
The work at Stage, it's huge. And no new team has ever won it.
This is our only chance.
You ready?